Walk with me, free your mind with Big G. Hey, everybody, it's the Chicago Walk Show, and this is the Chicago Walk Show host, Big G. Today we touring the community. We just passed, we just passed the Metro, which is a conglomerate. Definitely not, definitely not, definitely not an ally of the black community. They probably got a whole African American segment in their office and everything. But just I'm touring the community. I'm showing you what's in the hood. I'm showing you what's in the hood. It's not much for blacks. So it's not much for blacks. But that's not even what I'm a determine. I know that. I'm gonna let you I'm gonna let you determine that. Here's a nondescript office. See gatherings happening there. I've seen some Muslims. It's the Brock social service office where you get your light bill and your gas bill paid. Building up and reaching out to Chicagoland's kids. Brock's Chicago Social Services Organization. My bad. But yeah, I'm going somewhere with this video. Got videos coming soon talking about the violence in the community, kind of explaining where a lot of the violence come from my perspective. It ain't right, it ain't wrong. It's what I see and what I and my perspective of things in the community. We got city cleaners. City cleaners was black owned when I first moved around here. City cleaners was black owned. It's no longer, I don't think they in service. Here's another nondescript building or storefront that we have no idea what they do. This is salvage. This young brother, from my from what I could observe, he got a salvage company where he clean up and he do heavy hauling, light hauling, heavy hauling. He'll go and clean your house out, clean the yard out. He black owned. He a brother, young brother. Fulfilled Purpose Church International, another church. Got a church. Now this building, this is I know the Chicago Crib, 519, East 103rd, the Chicago Crib, creating real economic diversity, ran by Arnie Duncan, and it employed a wayward youth, the young men. I think it's women too, but I can attest, I can confirm that it's young men from the community that's in gangs. If you're in a gang, if you got a record, you've been in any kind of trouble, you can get a job with Fred, cleaning up the community. Fred, cleaning up the community. creating real economic diversity. Crib. The vacant lots is pretty self-explanatory. The vacant lots pretty self-explanatory. This building that's coming up is yet another non-descriptive building. But I talked to the young man going in, getting out of a Porsche truck. He said they help people with addiction. So what degree that is, I'm not sure. But once again, non-descriptive building and help individuals that was hooked on drugs, abandoned, abandoned. Yeah. And the reason I'm doing this tour is to show the condition of the community. I'm not gonna call it good. I'm not gonna call it bad. I'm not gonna call it poor. I'm just gonna show you, give you an example of the condition of the community financially. You know, liquor store, armed security guard, not black, as you can see. And the liquor store is owned not by blacks. Here's Curves. Now, here's an interesting building. Curves used to be across the street over there, but it's over here now. Never been open. Never been open. Jackie's Beauty Sense Wig and Beauty. Now that sign been there forever, but Asians own this. Asians own the whole thing. They bought all of it. They used to do braids right here. They bought this. Nice, nice chunk of the block. The whole block, if you will. Kid Cole Paradise. I'm not sure who owns this, but I see it work. It worked. Kids Cove. Then we got grocery basket. I call them wilts because all of their vegetables be wilted. So I call it wilts. It don't matter what I call it. It's our neighborhood grocery store, and yeah, owned by non-black, non-black Arabs own it. I'm sure the guy would vouch for that because we got a good relationship. Another storefront waiting to be. Oh no, this all state. This all state. Abby, that's not black, non-black. J and J, non-black. J and J, non-black. I'm talking about the proprietor, the owner. The proprietor, the owner is non-black. DNA Beauty Supply, Arab, non-black, arrogant. Went in there one day when it was brand new. I stood at the counter for like 5 minutes. Then when the guy came in from outside, I was like, man, I've been standing here for a minute, man. What's up? He was like, man, do you want do you want to buy some or not? Like real nasty. I'm pointing this out to you because this is what we got to deal with in the community we live in. Because it's not our community. We just live here. If it was our community, I'd be telling you that these stores is black owned. Dollar Function. by an Arab. An Arab owns Dollar Function. Non-black. Let's keep it non-black. You know, the goal of my videos is to give my perspective. You know, it's a lot of value in your perspective. That's that's invaluable. Wait, let me say that. That's invaluable. Your perspective is invaluable because your perspective is your life. If everybody understood that, your perspective is your life. So, you know, lawmakers, if they understood that they creating a dangerous environment, that's a young man's life. He got no job. And so back to the tour. It's a dentist office that's not owned by black, non-black. Then we got Metropolitan Family Services. I used to be affiliated with this agency. Kevin and I, we attended this facility, Metropolitan Family Services. That's a community-based resource. So who's keeping track? Let's see. We got Metropolitan that's helping the hood. Then we got Brock's Social Service helping the hood. I'm sure they're not black owned or nothing like that, but that's neither here nor there with an agency. It's a different dynamic. I'm speaking of ownership. I'm speaking from the fact that this not our hood, like this they hood. This we just live here. We they just using us, our money, our capital. Wait, not even capital. Capital is resources, just our money, our income. Dollar Tree, it's not nobody at the top of this is black for sure. Nobody. Once again, this is my perspective. This is my walk, G. No diet, no gimmick, no equipment, just weight loss. I'm gonna hit y'all with a before and after picture soon. Coming soon, before and after picture. We still on our tour, right? Yep. This not our community. This not our hood. It's theirs. We just live in it. We just contribute to it. Financial saving solutions. Not a That's a lie. I mean, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't never been in there, but they ain't trying to help no the hood. Barbershop black owned. Proud of them brothers in there. S2 Express Grill. I think that's black owned. Medical, just a medical center that's closed down. The medical center that was closed down. Now, an African used to practice. An African, I don't know, like whatever his nationality was, he was he was a brother. He used to practice out of there, and now he's gone. So I'm giving you a tour of the hood. It's a community tour. I haven't have I pointed out something black owned? If I have, it's not them. White Castle's a major conglomerate that we don't own. No blacks at the top of this one. There's some black people that work in there. You know, of course, the staff is black, but as far as ownership, none, none. Not no brothers or sisters. The purpose of my videos is to give my perspective. I'm an overthinker. That's part of my problem. I overthink a lot of things, put a lot of thought to it. That's an oppressive state. That's an oppressive trait. Because when things have been presented to you falsely over and over again, you start to second guess your own decisions. Just, that's not totally why I'm an overthinker, but that definitely contributed to me overthinking some of the simplest tasks. Walgreens, I'm not sure who owns this, but as you can see, boarded up because civil unrest. We hurting in the community, man. We hurting. That's that's the biggest part of my that's the biggest part of my posts. That's the biggest part of my goal is to convey our pain. Oh, we're gonna have some viewers. We're gonna have perspectives that's disagreeing with a lot of things I'm saying. Because we oppressed. We got people in our community looking at somebody that's down, telling them, oh, just go get a job, because they got a job, The church, this church right here, black owned church, church. Keep keep that keep that in mind. You done passed one church. My perspective, coming soon. Video about violence, video about oppression, a video about hand signals. Just things that I'm interested to talk about. That's all. If you're interested in the content, my perspective, Chicago black male, it's a play on words. Chicago black male. Get it? Corrupt city. So this was just put here. I seen the guys when they was bringing in this material, but it's the Hispanic concrete land group. Concrete. They accumulating their resources on the corner lot. Hispanic, Hispanic proprietor, Hispanic proprietor, Hispanic proprietor. I ain't mad at him. Just keep in mind, it's my perspective. This is what I see. No exercise. I mean, this is exercise. No gimmick. No no chemicals. No nothing, nothing to drink. Nothing to take. Hey, no gimmicks. No equipment. Just straight one foot in front of the other. Just a private property, boarded up, Imperial Motel. See Hispanics working in here. I'm just pointing it out now. Don't if you don't like what I'm saying, it is a red stop. Don't listen. Don't look. You know, 'cause this is just my perspective. That's all. And this video is gonna tie into other videos. As boring as it might seem, I'm going somewhere with this video because you haven't seen a black-owned anything that's beneficial to us. You got a what was that back there that was black-owned? The church, the clinic that was closed down. Oh, the restaurant that might be black-owned. S2 Express Grill that might be black-owned. How many businesses have we passed? Boarded up, boarded up. Here's a property. Somebody live there. Pit stop. Pit stop barbecue. Pit stop barbecue, G. Closed down. I had the opportunity to talk to this owner, black black guy in his 60s. He closed down, man. He couldn't keep up. He said he had scraped up to get the business, and then he couldn't maintain it. Advertisement, marketing, maintenance.